But what if Pokemon aren't real? Hey, I'm out and about catching some Mon. Figured it'd be a good idea to get some fresh air. Well, as fresh as can be considering the pandemic and all. Oh, a Pidgey! This video is sponsored by Vessi, makers of these beauties. Stylin' everyday knit sneakers that feel great and are completely waterproof. I hate sand, it's irritating and it gets everywhere, so I need shoes at the beach. But then, nothing is worse than having a waterlogged shoe. What's also terrible is walking down the street and then bloop, a puddle, shoes wet, day ruined. They come in 3 styles and a variety of colors, and they've got a carbon footprint 600% smaller than your typical sneaker. And they're vegan! They have a herringbone grip to keep you from slipping when wet, and have an antibacterial cloud-supported insole to keep you fresh and comfy. And I mean, look at how stretchy they are! They're super light, snug, and bouncy, and we've been really enjoying them. And with the coupon code Lockstin, you get $40 off. The deals! Oh hey, there's a Makuhita in the swamp. I'm really bad at this. So now, really though, what if Pokemon aren't real? I mean, like, actually not real. No, what I mean is, obviously they aren't real, but are they fake real? Fake real, like, not for play, but is play. What? This is why I don't do videos outside, confusing myself. So, in Pokemon, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but I will anyway. In Pokemon, you are a trainer who goes around exploring, adventuring from town to town, but just walking around from town to town would be boring. So, you catch these magical creatures called Pokemon. They are incredibly diverse and live across many regions. But to this day, the real reason for having a 10-year-old child, several 10-year-old children, go on these Pokemon journeys is still clouded in mystery. Shouldn't you be in school? If I was a parent in the Pokemon world, I would never let my unsupervised 10-year-old run around going to strange towns, meeting strangers. I would worry endlessly. But what if we said that Pokemon aren't real? In the Pokemon world. I mean, of course, I know they aren't real in our meat space, but what if it was all a game? Yes, I know it's a game. I'm talking in the game, though. Like, imagine if the whole world was in on some conspiracy to create healthier children. We know Pokemon games exist in the Pokemon world. I mean, heck, we see some kids playing Pokemon together on their Game Boys with a link cable. But question, if anyone can just be a Pokemon trainer at age 10, and also there are people that just have Pokemon as pets, why would anyone play some crummy Pokemon game on a Game Boy? Then again, I guess I could also ask why Nintendogs was a thing. Though, Pokemon are much more self-sufficient than real dogs, and society as a whole in the Pokemon world is Pokemon obsessed. It's based around their existence. So like, I guess the whole virtual pet thing should just be something we don't take into account, because why would you do that in a world that is totally chill with everyone having pets? You know, real world, there's situations where, let's say, you can't have a pet, and so you have a virtual pet instead, but in the Pokemon world, is there even anyone that's like, you can't have a Pokemon, besides, like, Team Plasma? No. But I guess it all works, but what if we take the actual Pokemon out of the equation now? So, no more beating around the bush. I'm just gonna say it. The games Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee aren't real. Or rather, the Pokemon within them are not real. I know it's real. It's right here. I'm holding it. But first of all, how does it fit in the timeline? It takes place after Red and Blue had their adventure, but then you do some of the same events, which includes taking down Team Rocket after Giovanni left and went missing, but like he's still there, still in control of Team Rocket. How does that work? It doesn't. The only explanation is that it's a parallel universe where the timeline of events got shifted a bit, so rather than Red doing these things, these kids do. What even were their names again? I'm just gonna call them Piccolo and Elaine because Pikachu and Eevee.
I actually think Elaine's right.
Is it? It is. What does the name Chase have to do with Pikachu, though? Anyway, on top of the timeline of events not lining up, the way you catch Pokemon in Let's Go is totally different from the mainline games. Rather than battling and weakening wild Pokemon, you just play Pokemon Go. I mean, It's just that. Throw a ball with gimmicky controls. It's gameplay. Are the Pokeballs in the Let's Go universe just better so that you don't need to battle wild Pokemon? Are there perhaps laws in this universe about fighting wild creatures outside of a controlled environment? Or is the simplest explanation the best one to go with? That being that Pokemon are not real. Do you remember when Pokemon Go first came out? It was crazy, full-on Pokemon Go fever. People, millennials especially, were suddenly outside for once in our gosh darn miserable lives. And for many people, Go became a part of their lifestyle. For years, I saw this guy walking down the street almost daily, just catching Pokemon, and over the years, he slimmed down. Good for him. And also, the yet-to-be-released Pokemon Sleep, another wellness app. And we know that Game Freak also exists in the Pokemon world. So, is the world of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee just a world that never left Pokemon Go fever? Society eventually morphed into one obsessed with stuffing fictional creatures into digital balls and battling with them. And then, as a near utopian society, they let their kids run loose at age 10 with a new phone to go out and begin their collection of Pokemon inside the app. Are there entire leagues and sporting events, not unlike our own, dedicated to competition in a fictional space? All in the name of good character development and exercise for youths? Yeah, no, I think that's possible in these games. It makes about as much sense as those dumb Ashes in a coma dead a Time Lord theories, you know? I mean, not only did Pokemon Go quickly become the highest grossing mobile game of all time, it became a cultural phenomenon and caused a huge economic boom. That's why loads of restaurants had Go-related signs and specials. I mean,
Pokemon go to the polls.
Could you imagine a world where this craze never ended and only continued to grow until just about literally everyone got involved? And thus, the government gets a vested interest in keeping Pokemon Go alive to help keep the economy up and help keep kids out of trouble. And so they start all sorts of programs to basically morph society into what we see in Let's Go. It could very well have happened. And then eventually, perhaps, Pokemon Go 2 comes out, and the augmented reality side of it just exponentially grows like crazy. Now you can actually see Pokemon walking around and stuff outside of your phone. This idea might not be so crazy, really. I'm not crazy. This idea might not be that crazy. I have bold neon text in the thumbnail, maybe a brain needlessly showing. Why don't you just love and believe me by default? I mean, all I'm saying is, it just makes sense. Let's Go isn't real. I mean, it is real, I have it right here. But the Pokemon in the game are a simulation. I mean, yeah, they are, but I mean in-universe, inside their own canon. Pokemon are toys and just as real as the Pokemon in Pokemon Go are to us. I'm just gonna keep repeating myself until you believe me. You gotta do it. I came outside to record this. Believing me is the least you could do. But if you want to do more and be extra cool, remember to check out Vessi. The cityscapes are super comfy and easy to wear, and the everydays have added arch support to keep your feet feeling feety. And until next time, never stop using your noggin.